Welcome to MoCo with me, Stephanie Palomino. To find your career path is often not a one-way street. A very inspiring example is Joanna Picq, who was born in Paris, spent her youth in Brazil, and now lives in South Africa. So what was your first career?
My first career was actually selling tickets for parties. I was actually promoting parties in Rio to other people, funny enough. And then after I finished my engineering degree, I tried working at Loreal and IBM. And very clearly I could see that although I was interested in the marketing behind Loreal and how they sold those products, I wasn't very fascinated by the products themselves. And at IBM and later at Microsoft, I clearly saw that I was more into technology. And I learned a lot there. And I quit there because I realized, seeing my friends who had left Microsoft and become entrepreneurs, I realized I wanted to be more into the startup culture of things. And then I ended up building things with friends. I was never passionate about a specific idea. And everybody in technology is always telling you, it's all about passion. You just have to be passionate about your startup. And I'm like, I'm not really passionate. And I just was really always passionate about the people though. So I chose my co-founders, but not really my businesses. And I failed about 5 startups, luckily as well. And I learned so much, but I'm so glad that that experience is behind me because it's hard to be bootstrapping for 4 years with no money, and it was difficult. And at this point I'm back in London, and I started a startup in Brazil because Europe was going through recession, so it was hard, but it was great because our startup, first startup I joined people to launch the UK business, friends of mine, French. It was a peer-to-peer rental marketplace.
So what would be a tip you could give others as a leader or a founder, like when you look at your career and sum it up a little bit, like maybe 3 tips you could give?
So the number 1 tip, I would say, follow the signs. If you can't really hear your instinct, follow the signs. I think if things start popping up a lot, it's showing you a way that will be interesting, even if you don't know where you're going. Pick the people. Always pick the people, because it's all about execution, and ideas are overrated in general. And if you like the people you work with, you can get through anything. If you're not sure about them, then you're not going to get through even the easiest stuff. And the third one would be, remember to breathe. Don't run too fast. It's definitely not a sprint. It feels like a sprint when you start a company, when you look at success stories around you. It looks so glamorous and it looks like a sprint, but the truth is it's always a marathon. It's actually longer than a marathon. It's like Marathon des Sables. It's like, so take your time and breathe.
When you can give female young entrepreneurs a tip when they just start now their company, what you would tell them?
Forget that you're a female. And if it comes into your advantage, because it often does, take advantage of it, but don't forget that you're a girl, and forget that the other people are boys, and just remind yourself and the people around you of your value and of what you want to do, and just keep the eye on the prize.
Joanna, we're very grateful for all your personal insights, and thank you so much for watching. See you soon.